Hello and welcome to Scarlet Serpent readings. Thank you for joining me for this collective mini reading. It's going to be a general reading, so just kind of tapping into your energy, seeing what's going on. I have a couple oracle cards out here for you just to see, I guess, general themes that are going on. We'll use the tarot after to kind of figure out a little more details as to what that is. So, all right, let's jump right into it. This is an astrology card, so we'll just see what astrology is influencing you now. We have the moon, so it could be a moon placement that you have that's that you're tapping into right now. It could be a certain phase of the moon, but it could also be something within the subconscious. And we'll, of course, dive deeper into that in a little bit. So we have this card. Seems like, notice how this person's asleep. So this could have to do with messages that are coming through in the dream world, within your dreams. Also, being moved by your daydreams as well, kind of acknowledging the things that you're kind of wishing about, and part of this might be bringing those into reality and allowing yourself to be guided by the unknown and by your spirit team. And then we have Worth with the Queen. It might be moving from feeling some sort of subconscious fears and kind of rising above that and finding value within your experience, within yourself. And that could have been something like with solar plexus work that, especially with the rainbows here, feeling more confident, shining brighter, being unapologetic and not holding yourself back with the subconscious here. All right, so let's move these up here. And let's grab the tarot and see just what's happening, what's going on right now. Five of Wands. Heart of Wands. So there's a lot of, straight away, lots of fire energy. And I think part of that fire is helping you push through some limitations that have been imposed upon you, mostly by people around you, because I do see the houses down here. And I think it's those fears that are being projected onto you, and you're right now at a point, it could be uncomfortable right now, right, with Mars and Aries, excuse me, or actually not Aries, sorry, it's Sagittarius, but, or is it Sag? I don't even remember for some reason. But anyway, it's giving you the strength to move forward. There's a lot of Aries actually going on here. Lots of fire. It's kind of to complement that moon. So you might have a fire placement with your moon sign, but a lot of this is kind of overcoming other people's fears and influence and finding your own way forward with whatever situation this is. Wow, that's very aggressive. Let's clarify this moon card. But you're being given everything you need, and I think there might be some sort of doubt sometimes with that. Let's put that there. And we have the Heart of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. So we have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups. And these figures are all moving forward. There's a strong movement going on here. And maybe you're recognizing the things that are holding you back, because there's not much holding you back. There's this, which feels like other people in your environment, or just mindsets or scattered energy. It's kind of blocking this movement, because you do want to really express yourself, really feel confident in who you are. And through that confidence, I think, will come creativity, new opportunities. The only thing is this moon here. But I would also say that it's kind of like unconscious and not just unconscious, but it's intuition. The only thing blocking this intuition might be just pushing yourself too much, maybe. Like you have the energy, but you're forcing it in places where it might not be necessary. It's like you could easily be carried. This is a card for me of just moving smoothly with grace and ease. This is more ease, and this is just knowing which way to go. So it's kind of like you have a lot of momentum building up. Lots of feminine energy as well with the Queen and the Heart of Cups. 2 queens here and the Queen. So there's like 3 queens in this reading. That's probably the energy you're tapping into. Or an energy that's expanding and pushing you forward. Especially with the Moon as well. So lots of feminine energy. Actually, almost all these cards are feminine. Of course, the gender doesn't matter. It's more of being receptive and allowing as opposed to pushing. This card is very out of place here, isn't it? It just feels a little more masculine with the Mars influence. And that's kind of what's blocking you from going to where you want to go. Expressing yourself, from grabbing this cup. It's like there's a cup being offered to you. There's this part of you that wants to go there and fly towards it, but it's a very minor limitation. I think as soon as you acknowledge that, it'll be easy. You'll start flying to the next phase of your life. I think this is a phase that you're trying to embark upon, and I guess that makes sense with the Fool here. You want to start again, start something new, and with a new wisdom. It's like you've already gone through the whole cycle, the whole tarot, and you're starting again, but with a more empowered version of you. I think that's why the queens are all here. There's a lot of understanding and trust in the divine now. Trust that might not have always been there. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I think it might require you to kind of leave some things behind. That might be what this fear is about too. Queen of Wands twice. Yeah, very powerful there. Let's move this young lady up here. Right there. Very strong Queen of Wands energy. Strong psychic. Strong witch. And strong intuitive sense. So it's more of allowing this intuition to push you through. We have the sun. And then again, sunflowers up there. Lots of flying as well. So you have the fire to move. And really, if you're watching this when this reading is being recorded, it's a new year. Yeah, and you really want to get the ball rolling on some creative venture that's really big, that's been kind of a while in the making. It's been a long time coming, and you've done a lot of the spiritual work. There's a lot of just power here, a lot of powerful energy within you. If it feels uncomfortable, this would be the only reason. There's still outside influences. 9 of Cups, yeah. 3 of Cups. I mean, these are all extremely positive cards. I think with this imagery, though, that there's this little pearl in there is what you want to produce, something that you want the world to see, and that's something that's coming out of you in some form or fashion. Part of it is just being patient. Again, this goes back to the spirit, the birds, just taking you. It's more of an allowing. At this point, you've done so much work, and you naturally have the energy. So whatever you decide to do, whichever direction or way you want to go about making this version of you shine, you'll have plenty of support. There's so much power here with the Fool, with the Queen. 3 queens. No, I lied. 4 queens. The Sun, the Fool. Like, there's so much powerful energy. The only possible thing is here also possibly leaving family behind, leaving community behind. Not completely, but Also not relying on them to, maybe for support, for their approval of what you want to do. The Five of Wands, that could be a lack of approval, just because it's not something they understand. They can't really comprehend this level of power and really faith in the unknown. But you have that. You have that plenty with the Moon card. You know that you don't have to know with the Moon here. Let's put that back up there. We're just going to clarify this row here. Yeah. Nice balance of cups and fire, though. And I say that also not only because there's the cups, there's a few wands here, wands there, but also within the Queen of Wands itself, it's all the queens are water, and then wands, of course, fire. So there's that natural alchemy that's kind of producing this pearl. And it's about time that you have people who are blossoming alongside you. So you might find that there's new people coming into your life that have actually, like King of Wands here, that have undergone a similar transition, and just that experience is going to bring you together and help you bring forth a new big creative project. And you're all supported by spirit, so that's going to be really powerful stuff. I'm excited for you this year. Again, this is a timeless reading, but the Empress under the Queen of Wands, Page of Swords. I think this Page of Swords kind of feels like, it's not in reverse, but it kind of feels like it is in a way, just because it was underneath the reverse Ten of Pentacles. And this might be just this little nagging person or people around you in the physical environment who are just a little insecure with the Page energy, a little... they're trying to bring you down. I think it's their own insecurities and their own scattered mind that's doing so. We have the Empress underneath the Queen of Wands, though, so there's a lot of potentially seductive energy too with those two, with the Queen of Wands and the Empress, but also creativity and manifesting, very strong manifesting. And we also notice these same flowers. I don't know if you can see them, they're in purple. So I think you'll be governing, overseeing a pretty big project that impacts the world energetically. Let's look at the Sun. Five of Cups. I'm going to do another card for that. Three of Swords. Okay, so that's interesting. Part of me wants to say that the reason why this Sun is coming up is because you've gone through the more difficult times, and that is actually what's bringing forth this. It's kind of like the substance for your creation comes from the pain that you've endured. So I think this has already happened, and I think this is the result of that. Like you've already had your cloudy days, and now that the sun's out, it really feels very bright just compared to what you've already had to go through. I think that's what's going to make this feel so good when you get to this Ace of Cups, when you get to this Nine of Cups, when you get to the Three of Cups. It's going to feel like a flood of joy. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put the sun back on top. But just remember that it might be you might want to express some of this heartache, some of the frustration you've had with people, with other relationships, in a creative way. Yeah, there's a lot of bright energy there. Let's look at this Nine of Cups and then the Three of Cups before closing out this reading. But yeah, this looks really positive. Like you have a lot to look forward to with the Eight of Swords. That could be, this could be this Page of Swords energy that's creating this. The bird's looking that way. There could be, yeah, just one or a couple people who are trying to instill fear upon you because they see your power, they're threatened by it, they're insecure. for themselves, and they just really want you to feel like they do. And so that's what that influence is. Once you step into your power and kind of take control of the way that you can feel, this is kind of emotional alchemy, if anything, where the heart takes control instead of the mind. Because the only two sword cards we have are, I don't know, they just don't feel like they are in the right place in terms of what your energy is. It doesn't feel like you, I'll just say. Last card. But you have all the support you need. King of Pentacles here. You might find that if part of your fear is that you don't have enough finances to make this project happen, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and with this card here, again, flying away from that, I think maybe some of you might have been relying on this Page of Swords for financial stability, but this King of Pentacles is coming in, and the King of Wands is back here as well. So it's kind of like allowing this energy and this energy to fall away, or not fall away. It's like you'll naturally move away from it as you tap back into your queen, your queen, your focusing on this, like doing solar plexus work or heart chakra work. I think that'll be very useful for you. Because there's new support for you. There's now you're starting to see a balance of the King of Wands, King of Pentacles. This is like a big project, I feel, is coming through. Big project, big changes, a big community. This is big energy, yeah. So I'm definitely excited for you. If it's felt like a struggle, there is definitely a bright light moving forward. You just have to allow it to happen. Allow yourself to be guided by your spirit team, by just natural cycles. But hopefully this reading was helpful. Please let me know in the comments. Thank you for your time and your support. I always appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.